Did you know that your light language can open when you release dense energy and stuck emotions from your body? That is exactly how mine opened. And I want to share a little bit about my experience with that and a little light language clearing and activation for you in this video, and what downloads came for me during my first full activation when my channel opened. This was an experience that was very otherworldly for me. And at the same time, I knew that something was going to happen. I innately knew that something was going to happen. I just didn't know what it was. And when I first had my full activation of my light language, it was when I released deep grief from my body and fully felt it and fully processed it. Now, I understand that everyone has a different experience when their channel opens. However, I've noticed a theme within myself and several other people I know that it really supports when you release energy, when you release dense energy that you've been unconsciously holding on to. So when I had my first activation, when my full channel opened, I released this grief and I went really into the depths of feeling it. I was in a plant medicine journey at that time, and my intention going into that ceremony was to release all of the grief that I was holding on to so that I could find my spark again. And at some point during that experience, I leaned into the pain, the grief, the heartbreak, the whatever that was there that was wanting to come up and come out. And as I leaned into it, I really felt it. And it was the most excruciatingly painful thing to feel while simultaneously liberating. And I believe that it was my willingness to fully lean into it and to fully express it that allowed for my channel to open. And I received a lot of downloads during that activation that showed me what was happening. And that taught me this very thing that I'm sharing with you, in the sense that when we release dense energy or stuck emotional charge, it is actually clogging up our channel. This is why I'm so into energetic alchemy and movement practices and vocal activation, because we've got to move our energy to clear our channel so that we are able to hold higher frequencies and more light in our vessel. Now, we hold old emotions and energy for various reasons. We do this unconsciously, most of the time because we are unable to process those things at some points in our life. And so we just get stuffed down. And that was the case for me. All of this grief, all of this stuff was just shoved down because I didn't know how to process it at different points in my life. And it actually felt like it was from lifetimes, to be quite honest with you, when it all came up. And I was crying and belting and wailing and just leaning into it. And at the very end of fully feeling it, that was when my channel had opened. Now, you don't need a huge cathartic release to have this happen, but the willingness to fully lean into your emotions, give them space to be processed and felt, and the willingness to move your energy and partake in energetic alchemy on a regular basis is going to support your channel. Something that I experienced before that full activation happened that really supported me in feeling my emotions and processing and moving through dense energy was I had an experience where I was feeling really hurt, really upset, crying my eyes out, and I became aware that I was trying to blame it on someone else. I was going into stories about what could I have done differently, and I was just making it mean things and getting hung up in the stories. And in that moment, I was like, wait a minute, no, I just need to feel this and stay out of the story. That is how we heal. That is literally how we move energy and process our emotions. And so in that moment, I said, what am I feeling right now? What do I need right now? And where do I feel this in my body? And how does this want to be expressed? These three questions really supported me in moving that energy and in processing my emotions to acknowledge, feel, and shift. And because of that awareness and experience, it supported me further when I had that activation, when I had that experience where the grief came up. I remembered I just need to really feel this. This doesn't need to mean anything. I don't need to know where it was from. I don't need to create stories about it. I don't need to anything but be present with it and fully feel it. And that set me free. And that also opened my channel and allowed me to bring in higher frequencies from God, from source, from my higher self. It allowed me to connect with my divinity. And this is the case for you too. If you want to open your channel, you want to open your light language, if you want to hold higher vibrational frequencies in your vessel, you've got to be willing to lean into the discomfort of feeling uncomfortable emotions and do that with love, without judgment. And that will support you so much with opening your channel. Something else that supported me was opening my voice and expressing vocally. I mentioned in one of my last videos that I also worked with a vocal transformation coach to support me in opening my channel and the vibration of my voice to use that to tune my vessel. And when we are expressing our emotions and or crying or primal screaming, if you've heard of that, when we use our vocal cords, this vibration from that actually supports in moving your energy and opening your channel. It's a really powerful practice that can transform your entire life. So the next time you deeply feel something or you're really in the midst of really charged emotions, remember, zoom out. Try to stay out of any stories or meaning making and fully feel it. Fully feel it and give yourself the space to process it. And if you need support, which you may, find someone safe that you feel safe with that can hold the space for you to be witnessed in that. I believe it also is really powerful to have a witness. When my full activation happened, I had a witness, someone who was holding space in that ceremony setting, who held that space for me to fully feel the discomfort, the pain, who held the space for me as my channel opened and as I was processing that. So having a witness can be very, very powerful as well. Some other ways that you could release stuck energy and emotions from your body are breath work. That is super easy, something that you can do on your own and focus your breath on moving any energy wherever it feels stuck or blocked within you, and notice what emotions come up as you do that. You can also do something like trauma release exercises, which is really powerful. You can look this up. There's a lot of videos on YouTube where you can actually create tremors that happen automatically in your body after a certain series of exercises and release the energy from your hips that will support you in releasing dense energy that's stuck or stored in your body. You could also do it through, like I said before, vocal activation, vocal work, toning, things like that. These are all practices to move your energy and also have the intention in mind that you are desiring to move anything that is stuck or stagnant with love that is ready to be released. I had a lot of downloads come in when I had my full activation of light language. Essentially, what happened as I released all of that grief and my channel opened was that I was releasing old information on a cellular DNA level. It was as if I was upgrading the hard drive, the program that my vessel. I was releasing old stories, old beliefs, things, everything that was going out with the purging of that dense energy. And when the light language opened and I had my full activation, I was sealing in new information, or rather activating dormant information on a DNA level, on a cellular level within my vessel through the frequencies that were coming through my vocal cords. So I know that's a lot. I could go into it even more. I just wanted to share this realization that I had of releasing dense energy, releasing unprocessed emotions supports you in opening your channel. And I hope that you try some of the things that I share in here. And I want to end this by sharing a really powerful, short, light language activation and clearing for you to support you in moving and releasing any energy that is ready to be shifted and processed and released from your being. So if you would love to receive this, just sit back, close your eyes if you wish, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath in, and imagine a beautiful pearlescent white light from infinite eternal source, God, streaming down through your crown chakra, making its way all the way down each energy center, this beautiful, loving, pearlescent white light And as it's making its way throughout all of your energy centers, it's making its way throughout all of your cells as well, purifying you on a cellular level, the light of God. And imagine the light coming down out through your feet, anchoring you into the ground, and making its way outside of your body so that there's a big ball of light emanating from outside of you, only allowing in the highest, purest frequencies of love and of light. And if you desire, you can call on your own guides, angels, ancestors to support with this. And if you feel called to put your hand on your heart or any other part of your body as you are receiving this, listen to your intuition and do so. Okay. Arbu ea sarbu ea aru. Arbu ea natarabu. Arbu ea sataya trabu hanaya aru. Arbu ea trabu. Ejendana sarabu ea shrabu ushea trabu. Yendana sataya arbu ea trabu. Yelana sarabu shea nairabu. You can do a little tapping on your heart. Arbu ea sataya arbu. Arbu ea nasataya arbu. Arbu ea tataya arbu. Ajindaya arbu. Hea naia arbu. Ea arbu. Arbu ea haya arbu. Take a deep breath. Notice where you may feel energy moving, or you may feel a sensation anywhere in your body. If that is the case for you, just notice that. Bring your awareness to that. Send love to that. And allow it space. Arbu ea sataya tarbu. Arbu ea hana arbu. And just bringing it down out through your feet. Arbu ea santaya arbu. Ajravushana sataya arbu. Ea trabu. Arbu e. Take another deep breath in. Hand on your heart. Thank you for receiving. And just notice beyond this, any downloads that come to you, maybe any dreams that you have tonight, or maybe you feel certain emotions come up and this is your opportunity to fully feel them or process them. Maybe you want to move or ground outside. Just trust your intuition and follow that to support you in further moving any energy and bringing more of your light, your soul frequency back online in your physical vessel. I love you so much. I hope this was super informative for you, healing for you, activating for you, and I will be sharing more soon. I also do monthly tapping, EFT tapping, and light language activations inside of the Vibe Club, which is my membership community for spiritual entrepreneurs. It's all around elevating your vibrational frequency and embodying your power through energetic alchemy and powerful embodiment practices. We also do masterminding, collaborating, and there's a lot of mini courses and trainings in there to support you with being who you came here to be and channeling your full power into your soul's work. So I will leave a link for that for you below. And I would also love to hear, how did you feel from this? What did you learn from this? Do you have any other questions? Let me know below so I can make more videos that support you in all of this. And I will see you soon. And I hope you have a magical day.